Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how to become emotionally intelligent in your relationship, be it with friends, spouse, and even in your marriage. What is emotional intelligence? It is the ability to understand your emotion and that of the people around you. Emotion is a powerful tool for you to use to level up in your relationship. A properly managed emotion could make you to become a better person and even change your life for the better. Few years ago, I wouldn't have been able to talk about emotional intelligence because back then I was a total wreck emotionally. I was everywhere. I could not recognize my emotion. I did not understand. I just knew, I acknowledged the fact that I was having this and that, but I didn't know any other thing how to handle it. If your emotion is not properly managed, well regulated, if you don't understand it, it could break you, it could ruin you, it could turn you to a total wreck, a volatile person, someone that could be manipulated emotionally easily by just throwing one or two words to you. Then you're all over the place, reacting to what you shouldn't react to, becoming violent, locking down your emotion, and walking out of a relationship at the end of the day. However, there are several ways that you can become emotionally intelligent in whichever relationship that you are into, and there are ways to also improve on it if you are lacking in that area. The number one way that you can become emotionally intelligent is to be self-aware of your emotion. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize your emotion and how it affects the people around you. If you are able to put a name accurately to what you are feeling, know when it comes up, how and why, then you are a step ahead in your journey to self-discovery. But if you have limited awareness of your emotion and that of your spouse, it could lead to distraction, a lot of arguments, and eventually poor relationship. You will argue because you don't know what you are feeling, and you definitely don't know what your partner is feeling. Distraction could be trying to avoid exactly what you are feeling and not knowing when to react and when not to react to the emotion coming from your partner. The two ways that I have for you to improve on your self-awareness is number one, journaling. I have a video on journaling somewhere, one of my earliest videos. Journaling is an important practice to understand what you are feeling, to understand your emotion. Part of being emotionally intelligent is for you to know what you are feeling at a particular point in time. And this is where journaling is going to help you a lot. One of the reasons why journaling is very important is because it's going to help you to understand what you are feeling and recognize the pattern of behavior in yourself and in your spouse. It is most effective when you do it after an emotionally charged interaction. Journaling helps you to read about what you are feeling as if you are reading about another person's story. It gives you the chance to be a bit objective in what you are going through. It gives you the opportunity to process your feeling in a clearer way. It clarifies your feelings for you. And then another way that you can improve on your self-awareness is to engage in self-reflection. Give yourself the chance to think about what you are going through, how it's affecting you and all that. Reflect on what is happening to you. When you reflect on what is happening to you, then you'll be able to process it appropriately. The third way that you can improve on your self-awareness is for you to be present. When you're truly present, you'll be able to recognize and understand what you're feeling and what other people around you are feeling, like body language, change in mood, and energy. Part of maturing in emotion is allowing yourself to feel what you truly feel. Number 2 way to become emotionally intelligent in relationship is to have self-regulation. Being able to recognize your emotion is great, but being able to regulate, control, and manage your emotion intelligently is greater. Otherwise, it could spoil a potentially great and wonderful relationship. It could make you an easy target to people to be able to push your button at any time, any point in time, anytime they like. You can be controlled emotionally. If you cannot manage how you're feeling, what you're feeling, and handle it in an intelligent way. One of the ways that you can improve on self-regulation of your emotion is to get yourself distracted. Get a distraction, create a distraction. When you know that the emotion you are feeling at a point is like rushing at you from every angle, which means you are feeling different things at the same time, find a way to like suppress it at that time and distract yourself. And one of the ways that you can distract yourself is either you sit down to read, get hooked on Netflix. Back then I used to like watch movie series at a go. There was a time when Smallville came out. I think I was going through one thing or the other at that time. I watched Smallville from season 1 to season 5 at a stretch. I got stressed out that I had no choice than to just sleep it off. By the time I woke up and I felt refreshed, I was able to process what I was going through in a better way. Another way you can distract yourself when your emotion is being intense is to like totally ignore it. Get your mind occupied with something else. It could be cooking, it could be exercising. Put on your gears and go out to do some exercise. Another way is to go out with friends. It's the best strategy to get yourself distracted before you actually analyze and process and respond appropriately to any emotionally charged situation or occurrence. These are some of the things I usually do to distract myself and control my emotion. Number 3 way to become emotionally intelligent in your relationship is to be self-motivated. You have to be motivated enough to seek for a better way to improve on your relationship. You have to be motivated enough to help and assist your spouse and your friend in such a way that it will suit you and suit both of you at the same time. You have to be motivated enough to seek joy and happiness and comfort in your relationship by ignoring the emotion you are feeling. It could be fear. Sometimes our emotions could be quite messy and all over the place, but if you are able to like plan together with your partner and listen carefully to what he has to say, either of you, then it gives you the chance to actually get what you're after in your relationship. One of the ways that you can improve yourself in this area, motivate yourself, improve in motivating yourself emotionally, is to listen carefully to your partner. Listen carefully during the time of communication, because communication is 2 ways. If you do not listen, you will not understand. If you don't understand, you will not be able to respond in an appropriate way, in a good way, in an effective way. Listen to what he is not saying and put a name to it, so that you'll be able to analyze what the situation is. Sometimes men are not that verbose like us, so if you are the type that you know how to express yourself effectively, put it into words so that you both know, okay, this is what you are saying, okay, this is what I'm saying, and this is what we are going to do about it. Another way to improve, to motivate yourself in a relationship or affair, is to ignore emotions like fear. Fear will not allow you to move ahead in achieving your goals. If you are able to ignore the feelings of fear, whatever is going to happen, let it happen. Any development in life comes with changes. If there's no change in your life, there won't be improvements. There has to be change that you desire, and it has to be change that you are expecting to happen before you can get what you want. Number 4 way to become emotionally intelligent in your relationship is empathy. This is a way to put yourself in your partner's shoe or your friend's shoe. You need to be able to respect each other's opinion and desire, and you need to allow your partner to be himself, to be who he is. One of the reasons why you are probably attracted to him is because of his different personalities. You need to give room for differences and come to agreement at a point. You need to allow each other to hear your opinion and respect each other's opinion. There was a time my partner was trying to put across to me how he felt at work, what he was going through at work, and believe me sincerely, I knew that he was at fault. I also knew that he probably knew he was at fault, that what he did was wrong, but that wasn't what he was seeking for from me. He was seeking for support. I supported him even when I had to tell him his action was not right. It was not at that point in time when he was reporting to me, because I knew that wasn't the right time for me to put that across to him, to tell him that. Okay, there was also a time that somebody asked a question. Was it even a question? I think the lady was trying to explain how his partner was maltreating him, and when she narrated what led to the whole thing, I realized that she was at fault. As your partner or your friend, as it may be, you need to support them at that time, because nobody will come to you just for you to attack or accuse them. I will definitely come to you to seek for advice and support from you. And in this lady's situation, she just got married. Like a few months after she got married, her husband was indebted to maybe a neighbor or one other person like that, and at that point in time, the money he had on him was what he was going to feed his family with. So when the person he was owing came around to ask for his money, the man did not respond and the man did not give him, and this person became angry and very loud. But unfortunately, instead of the wife to try to understand what the man was trying to do, she was there accusing him of doing something bad, accusing him of being a wicked person. This triggered so terrible violence from the man, and it was during this that she got to know that okay, he was trying to keep that money for the family. Okay, but even at that, she still felt it was better that the man paid his money. Fine, we know it is better, but he's your partner and you should be able to understand what he was going through. At least you should be able to support him in that opinion that he has. Okay, in that support him in that situation, because this is your friend, this is your partner. So at that time, what he needed from you is support or even silence. So empathy is one of the best way for you to become emotionally intelligent. If you put yourself in the other person's shoe, then you should be able to understand how you will react in a similar situation. And so relationship is dynamic, it's different for everybody. One thing that I know that is common, especially between a man and a woman, is respect. Partners could sleep in different rooms. That is because it is what is working for them. Okay, it is what is working for them. It is what you have observed, it is what you have perceived to be the best way to live your life in that relationship. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.